It goes as such. 4 snores and 7 yawns ago, this reviewer watched the president's speech at Gettysburg, and let's be honest, Abe, you dropped a real Lincoln log. You know what the real Gettysburg Address is? 115 West Boring Street. And then there's the venue, a field, great acoustics. Sorry if I couldn't hear you, I was in the second row.
Wow, you didn't like it at all.
I did not. What's to like? The world with little note, nor long remember what we say here, oof. With dialogue that clunky, I'm surprised he was shot by an actor. Oh, is that too soon?
22-minute podcast. 22-minute podcast. Don't want to take up much of your time. Just gonna read some headlines. Stuff.
Okay, all right. Yep. Sure. Just at the top of the list here, just already disrespecting my religion. Oh, April Fool's Day. It's New Year's Day. We are in the pagan temple of the 22-minute podcast.
Pagan temple.
Hail. Well, no, I'm not going to say that because that's already another podcast.
Right.
But you get it.
Blessed be to him.
Yeah. Hail Beazle. That's what we do here. No, let's not. It's just too consistent.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
A little too on the nose.
Right. I do enjoy that flavor, of course, and that's why I'm making the joke of it's New Year's Day. Hi, it's April 1st, New Year's Day. Also, it's Tuesday, April 1st. I promise, for real, because I take it seriously.
No, 100%.
This is New Year's Day for me. James can make all the jokes he wants. Hi, James.
Hey.
And then hi, Mike.
Hi, guys.
But I'm no. I take today deadly serious.
Deadly.
I'll be building a pyre and burning something for a sacrifice. And by the way, if I haven't said this enough, when I die, pile all of my stuff up, right?
Yeah.
And then just set it on fire.
Burn it.
And then just throw my body on top of it.
You got it.
Okay.
So is Pi Day the last holiday you celebrate before New Year's?
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely.
That's
100%.
great. That's a great way to polish off the year.
I completely agree. And also, listen, I don't understand, why do we want to start the new year whenever everything's dead?
Right.
And it's so cold.
It's spring.
And
it's
my
renewal.
hands require so much moisturizer.
Lather them up.
I have to. Anyway, I get so dry here.
I get so dry here.
What'd you say, James? What brand?
Cetaphil.
Cetaphil.
Where's my Cetaphil at? Actually, there is some of that was left in the expedition from my mom.
Nice.
So there's some of that in there.
We're at a Cetaphil, but we got that Jergens.
Hey, whatever you need to use. I definitely have a backup CeraVe for my face, just in case.
Oh, nice. I'll burn it too after you pass.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It'll be there.
CeraVe.
It'll probably be there. Because it really is the backup.
I'll put some on before I burn you.
Right. Oh, just for the...
Yeah.
He's so gray.
Just right on the nose.
Perfect. I really do appreciate that.
I'm here for you, baby.
Thank you. And then they'll be like, it smells nice. Like when it's burning.
Yeah, right.
It smells nice. No, one time I was like, should I buy this patchouli flavored lotion? And then I realized I'm not a 50-year-old woman. Yeah, for my hands, you know what I mean? It's exactly what it was going to be for. And then I was like, yeah, I don't want to pay for something at the grocery store and have the lady the lady working behind the counter look up at me and be like, I know the brand,
Oh, I love this stuff.
Though I do wear Secret aluminum-free deodorant.
Nice.
It's the only aluminum-free. Hey, this is not an ad, but it is an ad.
Yeah.
It's the only aluminum-free deodorant that actually stands up to a guy like me.
Nice.
So,
when do you put on your deodorant? In the morning?
Yeah.
What's your deodorant routine?
My deodorant, it's usually probably you know what, I like to put it on when my pits are a little dry and I'm a hairy guy.
Fair enough.
So it's towards the end of my routine, if you want to know.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I only use soap. Well, no, here's the thing. I bought a very clean soap, so I like to rinse maybe every other day.
Yeah.
And then I'll just use that clean soap.
I get you.
It's really just nothing. And then I'll use like a different soap that has lotion in it, like 3 times a week. And that's really, hey,
Fair enough.
that's what I try to do. Because it's dry here.
Yeah, I know it's dry. I put my deodorant on after my shower at night. Put it on at night.
A lot of people put it on the night before.
Really?
It's a new thing that I started doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
How do
is
you like
interesting,
it?
actually.
I do. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. And it was funny enough. Like my dad asked me that question.
Yeah.
Like whenever I went back a
So
couple weeks
this is a
ago.
topic, actually. I enjoy.
Like,
This
like,
is
hey,
great.
my dad was like, "When do you put on your deodorant?" I
Yeah.
was like, "Actually, I put it on." I was like, "Me too." I was like, "No way, Dad. Look at us."
I mean, listen, I'm going to put it on when I get out of the shower. So if I'm working from home, I take 1 shower a day. That may be the one with the lotion and more focused soap. And shampoo is also probably about a 3 times a week for me as well.
That's where I am about with shampoo as well.
But no, the reason I enjoy a rinse is because like if I go not work out, shit. I mean, I do a little bit.
Sure.
I have started a little bit. No, but if I go out into the world and work, dude, I'll shower in the morning, of course. But then when I get home, I'm gonna fucking shower.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking shower, and so I'm gonna put on deodorant both of those times. Yeah. But I actually, dude, this is what I've done. I've bought like here's my more intensive version of what I need, and then I also have like. I guess I'll do another ad, man. But whenever I listen, Arm & Hammer has the other best version of an aluminum-free deodorant.
Oh, really?
That's just like very natural, but it doesn't last very long. So that's what I put on at night.
Gotcha.
Give me that aluminum, dude. I don't give a fuck.
No, my brain already barely works unless I'm making a joke, and I fucked that up. What did I say earlier or last episode that the Eiffel Tower?
The Eiffel Tower. Yeah, they're gonna take it back.
It was. What did I think? It was in the middle of like fucking Wyoming.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Paris, Texas.
I think it's in Paris. Yeah, there it is.
Well,
there it is.
Have y'all ever been to Paris, Texas?
I've driven through Paris, Texas.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Have you done more than drive through, James? Yeah.
I've been all over East Texas area.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. For your
my late grandparents they lived out there.
Oh, nice.
Well, I was going to say for your work. How are your grandparents doing?
They're dead.
So that's called a bear trap. and the first one
Never too late for a kind gesture, eh, Charles?
Exactly.
Bear trap.
No,
Trap to pit bears.
that's the first one there was set, and I just didn't even know. The second one I set for myself as an example. So, thank you all for jumping on me as soon as you could.
You're welcome.
That's what you should do.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You have to do it every time. You got to promise. Okay. All right. Let's get to New Year's Day,
Year's
April
Day.
1st. On this day in 1976, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, probably a better guy, Steve Wozniak.
I think he is a better guy.
And Ronald Wayne found Apple. Yeah, wasn't Steve Wozniak in the news recently, like pretty openly, like what's going on right now with this current administration?
Oh yeah, I think
is dumb. And if we didn't mention, it's April 1st, 2025. So if you need a reference point. You ever heard that, you know, when the president talks to God? Of course you've heard that.
Yeah.
The Conor Oberst song. Let me just
there's an X.
get my bingo card. Okay. No. But, you know, one criticism I heard from actually a fellow friend of ours, a fellow musician friend of ours was like, he shouldn't have said George in the song.
Oh, sure.
He should have just he should have never like pinpointed George.
Yeah.
Because that song now could perhaps
100%
come back up and be really popular if he hadn't have said George, you know.
It's never too late for another companion album.
Right, he could just re-release it or something and redo it or whatever. I'll get his email. You know. Anyway, all right. On this day in 2001, the Netherlands become 2001. It is March. Wow. Before 9/11.
Before 9/11.
The Netherlands become the first country to grant equal marriage rights to same-sex couples. What? It took us 14 more years.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Fucking wild.
Jesus, dude. And I wouldn't be surprised if
Oh,
okay.
sure. Yeah, Jesus.
There's just a lot of talk about I can't remember, like there's certain policies that there's talk about, like federally we're going to make this we can leave it up to the states, you know, that kind of thing. And so you never know. It may come down to where gay marriage, it will only be legal here in Colorado, California, New York, Vermont, probably Washington State.
Yeah.
maybe the tip of Florida, just because it's teasing you. You know what I mean?
Just the tip.
No, I don't know. That's not. There's no. That wouldn't. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's its own state.
I just want to say tip and teasing. That's just really.
I love
that's
tips
the
and
whole
teases.
point. Really? Well, put it on your bingo card. You know?
I will.
All right.
Along with stilettos.
Stilettos and tips and teases. Okay. And then also another tech note. On this day in 2004, Google launched Gmail. Which is still, I mean, I use Yahoo for a couple things, like just because I really wanted an email dedicated to this one website kind of thing.
Yep.
It's TeePublic.
Yeah.
That's what I made a Yahoo for. All right. Anyway, I don't know why.
I've got the same Yahoo. I still use my actively.
Oh, right.
Yahoo account.
You know what though? You can also put it in as Ymail. Is that right?
Oh, I don't know.
I think you can. You should look. You should look into
That's interesting.
You should look into it.
It's wild that, 5
Yeah,
years
yeah.
after they launched Gmail, they reported over 1 billion users using that email.
Sometimes when you're first and it works.
Yeah.
And it did. I mean, it works really well.
You know, I mean, it's absolutely wild, the things that you can do all through your email.
Well, yeah. And then they did fail
things they give you.
with their social media platform, though.
I didn't even realize they had a social media
It was
platform.
very brief. What, maybe 2010, 11, 12? I don't even know. I don't remember, like, Google. I don't remember what it was called. Yeah. They tried. They tried for a second, and they realized it was a bad idea. Yeah, we're at a good pace. So why don't we go ahead and get to music notes? We Are the World. Oh, We Are the World. Did you watch that documentary?
I did not.
I didn't either. Okay, well, you know. What about you, James? Did you watch the We Are the World documentary?
I almost did the other day for just to go in there and see fucking Bob Dylan's face.
Yeah,
while
right.
everyone's singing That shit.
That did become a beautiful meme.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should all watch it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'll give it a swirl for sure. Dan Aykroyd was a part of that.
Really?
In what way? Yeah.
Well, he
Well,
sang
he's a musician.
the We Are the World.
Right, I forgot.
Yeah.
He's a musician. Excuse me. He's a blues brother.
Blues Brother. On 1985, on this day, We Are the World was released. There's a whole album. There was a single, and then there's a whole album, and then
It probably more heavily featured like specific.
yes, yeah, the album.
Stevie Wonder
contained-
because he produced it. I think that's part of the. Anyway, yeah.
But Prince, Chicago, Bruce Springsteen, C. Perry, all donated
Listen,
unreleased songs to the album.
People were all over this doc.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Like
where's the doc at?
Netflix?
Okay.
So,
Netflix, yeah.
so it was my mom. You know, if my mom's watching it, that means that probably everyone's watching it. Sorry, Mom. I think she's maybe trying to listen more. So it's not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's good to have things to talk about with your friends.
Yeah.
Over the water cooler.
Over the water cooler.
Mine's Severance. You know what I mean?
Oh,
mine's
yes.
Severance.
Oh, I need
White
to fucking
Lotus.
finish season 2.
Dude,
Lots of people
so
have
do
been talking about fucking White Lotus.
White Lotus is brilliant.
Yeah.
It truly is brilliant. It has an austere kind of like aesthetic to it.
Okay.
And it's almost like a Wes Anderson not in directing, but like, wow, we're really following like rich people.
Okay.
But I mean that's part of the parody.
Sure.
It's like because I'm not going to get too into it. But I feel like really quick. I'll just say the first season shot during the pandemic, so everyone was literally in the same spot, like they were at that resort. And I really feel, and it's filmed that way too. There's really only a couple locations, and I feel like they were going for like a purgatory type thing.
Okay.
And another kind of metaphor of purgatory is being so rich that you kind of lose touch with survival.
Sure.
And, so anyway, so I think they more have like leaned into that, where you're watching rich, pretty people with problems, and some of them they of course take them all seriously, but we get to laugh at them.
Yeah.
And that's seriously what it is. But it's also, I don't know, man. There's also like, it's a show that's very overproduced in the sense of like there are websites dedicated to like what they are wearing.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're just at such a weird point in culture and with the way that we consume media. So it is fantastic, but I get being off put by it, like in general.
Yeah.
Severance, on the other hand, is just perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, White Lotus is perfect too. But
I think I've got 6 episodes
I
left
still
in
gotta
season
watch
2.
that.
Well,
Severance.
Both that and White Lotus.
yeah.
And then there's another one that I'm supposed to watch.
Well, if you think of
what do you
it,
guys
maybe
want
you
to
need to mention it because that's all that I've got on my priority list. To be honest. Oh, I'm sorry. Righteous Gemstones, of course.
Oh, right.
Yes, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
I'm in that bag too.
Oh, Righteous Gemstones. Yeah, Danny McBride and Jody Hill just know exactly what they want, and I'm excited for whatever they do next.
Right, because this is
anything.
the last season, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, let's see. The White Stripes in 2003 dropped their fourth album, Elephant, with it's their biggest selling. With Seven Nation Army.
Yep.
Which I mean, ultimately, man, like I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, I'm not against their music at all. I've never been like this song is bad or something like that. It's just not really my thing.
Right.
I do love a good like 5 or 6 songs for sure.
Yep.
But can't like
the music makes me want to wear like steampunk goggles.
Sure.
That's the best way I can describe
it
it.
totally checks out.
That's what that drumming style really does, in my opinion.
Right.
But no, Seven Nation Army though has become like a especially like at soccer. It's something that people hum.
Yeah.
Like as a group, in solidarity at sporting events. And like just to be a part of culture that heavily is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's
pretty
true.
fantastic.
It's
so
true.
Congratulations. Loved you in Cold Mountain. Man,
that movie.
I could tell you, like, I don't know that this would be interesting to everyone, so I'm not, but like he has a weird relationship with the business in Dallas, Jack White does.
Oh, really?
That makes baseball bats. Look into it, James.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's interesting.
You know what? If I knew a little more about it, maybe I would actually get into it. Because I think, is it Ian Kinsler who's also involved? I'm sorry.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
I saw something about it the other day, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
my boy balls out a little bit.
No, and the thing is like he did promotions with a radio station in Dallas, and they literally play a baseball game every year.
Huh.
And so,
Right.
well, not in Dallas, but they did
Sure.
play in Dallas one year.
Well, he also like owns like a record pressing plant in Detroit.
Yeah. Well, right. So he's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And that led him to a relationship with an ex-Ranger, and so then he knows, hey, I gotta help.
Was it Walker by chance?
Walker? Oh, the construction company?
No, Texas Ranger.
Dude, I did because Walker is a huge construction electric company in Dallas that my family worked for.
That's so funny.
You're about to freak me out.
Jesus.
Freak me the hell out. Okay, let's do some TV and film notes. On this day in 1965, actually, I need to see this.
I also have never seen it in its entirety.
Well, I'm glad you put it on here because it definitely is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
The Sound of Music. I haven't discovered myself why it's a classic, but I will soon.
Yeah.
What's it, probably on Disney or something?
Maybe. I don't know. It's definitely got to be streaming
I think
fucking
so.
somewhere.
The thing is I wouldn't be surprised if you told me that Disney owns both The Sound of Music and released on this day in 2005, Sin City.
Ooh, that'd be neat.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah.
Because they own shit like that.
Yeah.
On this day in 2011, I love Source Code.
Okay, I watched this movie maybe a year or
G?
two ago. Yes.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal, baby. That's so good. It was
what?
good.
I think I tried to watch it with a woman I was dating.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think she felt like she needed to give her opinion on it.
That makes sense.
Maybe I'll text her and be like,
Hey.
hey, what'd you think of Source Code?
Hey, Wes here.
Why are you texting me?
I'm asking for a friend.
All right. On this day in 2011, a pretty damn good horror movie, Insidious. It's not as good as like The Conjuring,
Right.
And it's definitely not the kind of horror movie that Hereditary or whatever is.
Sure.
I think it's like in the top 20 though of like
Ooh,
All times?
of like Critics' Choice. Yeah.
really? Top 20? If you would have said like top 50, I wouldn't have been so. I'm gonna look at some lists. I'm gonna go look at some lists.
I'm also
look at some
curious
lists.
people's
I'm
opinions.
gonna do it. I'm lists. God damn it! Didn't we find out that Rotten Tomatoes is payola?
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, all right. Birthdays. Speaking of being in, no, I don't know what I have no idea.
I was waiting for it.
Nope. Actually, what I will say, turning 28 today. Is it Asa? Right? Don't
I
they
think
say
so.
Asa Butterfield?
Maybe.
I love that he was like, "Hey, cool. I was like a child actor,
Mhm.
and stuff, and like I'll always have been in this movie, and like, oh, I was in a Harrison Ford movie, Ender's Game, and
Yeah.
shit. And now I'm just gonna not work out. I'm gonna put on weight, and I'm gonna be in like independent movies. Fucking spec.
Yeah.
I wish that was my life. Oh wow, I love his life. Good for Asa. Asa? What
I don't know.
Asa? Good for you.
Asa
bud.
Butterfield? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder if he's just like, just call me Oz, man. Just call me A.
Call me A. Call me Az. I'm an Az man.
Actually, you know what? I'm more of an Az man. That would be fucking hilarious. Speaking of pretty fucking hilarious.
Yes, I agree.
Turning 43, Taran Killam. He's underrated. He really is.
I 100% agree.
He's going to go down.
Who's this?
He was on
He was on SNL. I
for
unfortunately
like 2 years, maybe.
But I think they were like, we need a Jason Sudeikis replacement.
Oh, sure.
And he's just going to get pigeonholed as that forever. He's done some movies since then, and they're fine. They're funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but they just haven't like. I like them. I just don't know that they've like hit in a way that anyone's going to unfortunately give Taran the credit he deserves. I feel like he did something before SNL too that I'm totally blanking on. But anyway,
I'm sure you're right, but yeah, I can't think of it either.
Let's see. Turning 73, Annette O'Toole. That's adult Beverly in the television version of It.
Oh, okay.
Redheaded woman.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she's been in other shit too,
Yeah,
for sure.
turned
She's
73.
been in a bunch of stuff, dude. Honestly, if
Well,
you
it's
look
wild.
it up,
Like, It came out 30 odd years ago.
Right.
91 maybe, something
right.
like that.
Yeah. It's still fantastic.
Yeah.
I might actually, because of the nostalgia, watch that.
Yeah.
Maybe more often than I would watch the remakes.
Fucking Tim Curry, though, is Pennywise.
Right.
Yeah.
It is.
Dude,
that,
undefeated.
Yeah.
That's just so true.
That scared the shit out of me, dude.
Yeah.
Same, man.
And it was like a
when that silver's like melting through his face.
Yes.
Right. And you know,
Scary.
if you want to experience it the way that we did, you have to watch. You have to watch it in chronological order because they did release a cut where they like spliced the timelines together. Fuck that. Chronological order, the way that basically the movies did the remake. They knew it. They knew they needed to. Let's see how much time we got. About 30 seconds. Turning 72. Fantastic director.
Okay.
Barry Sonnenfeld. Both Men in Black movies.
Oh, yeah.
Wild West. I think both Adam
see him
Family
right here.
movies. Honestly, more. I wish we had time to look it up because we owe a lot of respect.
Yeah.
Like, I just seriously make choices, get weird shit. Like, it's
Get jiggy
all
with
those
it,
movies.
you know?
Get jiggy with it. All those movies are so much fun. Okay, we're out of time. Bye.
Happy Tuesday. Bye. New Year.
Bye.
Yeah.